Oh, hello. You thought your schedule was messed up? Yeah, I don't know what happened to my schedule. It was like very briefly normal, and then it stopped, and now we're here. Congratulations to Just Covino for being first. Why are you up this early? Go back to bed. You're not allowed to be awake yet. It's way too early. Been preparing for this moment my whole life. 2 hours? What? What the heck? What is wrong with you? What the? Um, you go to work? No. No. All right. Listen. I want to change some things here. Would you believe it? Can we make a new branch? Can we even just like what to do? Yeah, it's fine. Can we do something? 1 p.m. here. See? Same. It's almost yeah. Make a new branch where we're just like busted. And then what do I want to do in this branch? So, okay, let me show you this thing. So I have this thing. Oh god, that actually had implications. Can I save it? There we go. Okay. So I have this thing that I use to run the chat and stuff. And I like this thing, but it's not really built for this. And annoyingly, it like half the screen is being wasted with like things that I don't care about personally. So I think I'm just gonna remove these features from my branch of this thing, so that I can have a nice like clean view of chat. Make a little I don't know, just a feed of the things happening. No, I want to keep the chat messages, but what I don't want is like this and this. Like I want to move all this stuff to the left side. So I want to get rid of this little sidebar, even though it has a mode where you can like collapse it. This is still too much wasted space for me. Like I just want this to be left aligned. I don't actually care about these prefix things. Yeah. If a message doesn't start with a color, message came probably from Tao. Yeah, maybe. But like regardless, like I can just delete this. So let's see. How do we work on this thing again? You gotta go? All right. Have a good day, night. Good. Have a good one. There it is. Figured it out. So this is the printer. The printer. No. Printer is the generic one. It's not the printer. It's the writer. It's the there's a word for what it is. And what it is is so it is the is it not the printer? Hold on. It might be the printer. Margin 02. Line right. Height 1. What are we talking about here? What are we saying? Go and you're pogging? I'm writing go and you're pogging? Crazy. What does margin 02 mean? What? How do I LSP start? Margin is shorthand for setting margins on all sides at once. 2 arguments, vertical and then horizontal. Can we... Wait, maybe we just don't need this thing. Yeah, we just don't need this thing. We can keep the panic. I like a good panic. Oh, okay. I see. We just want L then? This? K equals this. Oh shit. What's the issue? It's not used? My bad. I guess we don't need to do that. Oh, now what? Ranging over split seek is more efficient. I don't care. Does it look like I wrote this code? No. All right, go install command run dot. I think you got to do dot slash. I think you just do command run. Yeah. Okay. So if I run this now and somebody says something, hi. Okay, we got rid of the prefix. This is good. It's good progress. So if I do, whoa, really? Wait, I'm kind of surprised that that did that, to be honest. Do I want that to do that? Whatever. I think we're gonna kill the sidebar altogether because it serves no real purpose. So I think the easiest way to do this inside of our TUI, we should have TUI model takes a stuff. What is this thing? Takes a UI? No. Oh, that's the interleaved writer. According to you, which is better for CS students, a Mac or Windows? All right. What if I told you that there was a secret third option that you could be using? And that option is Solaris. You should definitely be on Solaris. It's really the only choice. Don't you ever doubt my code again. I rendered that just fine. Okay, so what is happening? Why do I feel like it's this 2E view thing? Which third option can you tell me briefly? Linux. I recommend you install Linux. It's free. Works on most laptops. You can run it on a MacBook if you want for some reason, if you think MacBooks are good. Or you could run it on other hardware option. Doesn't really matter. And you're going to have a good time. Well, you'll probably have a bad time at first, but then you'll have a good time later. It'll be... I don't think NixOS is the obvious choice as your first computer. I don't think that. I don't think NixOS is good for your 10th computer. I think... Okay, that render's a little bit funky. I feel like they're a little bit squished. All right, what's the easier way to do this? Do I want to... No, I want to change what mode it's in. I don't know what I want. Tasks log view model. Oh, is this what I want? Where do we... Where do we store whether or not... Oh, high performance rendering. How cool. I want that. Where do we store... All right, maybe I should look for like... Where does the tab key get used? Nowhere. Tab. Oh, geez. Tab. Aha. Case tab. All right, we're in. Focus logs versus focus menu. Oh, yes. What is this? An iota. I love a good iota. So focus menu is our default, I assume. Wait, what? Focus menu. Oh my god, we do mouse things. Oh my god, there's so many places. Why didn't they call iota go? Because go is that's the funny concurrency keyword. What do you mean? You say like go my function, and then it's like, okay, I'll make that run in like a fake thread thing. Makes the number go. Yeah, Go routines. What a clever name. How do they do it? How do they come up with these things? All right. Can we just make it so that this is never the thing? If you press H and you're in focus logs, don't. Nope. Yeah, maybe even better than doing that, just comment. I did see some of that. Focus menu. Here's another one. Case this thing? Don't. No, I'm not a drama streamer. Although there is a thing that I did say on Twitter that I should probably honor at some point. Where is this? I did say 5 likes and I'll break this thing on stream, and I did get slightly more than 5 likes. So maybe I have to do this at some point. The thing is, I feel weird about doing it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, do I really want to like help them with this essentially? So I think I'm gonna have to find some middle ground. Because it does, I mean, it is a crazy repository. But it is also just like written by AI, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on it, I guess. Meh. Meh. But that's not what I'm gonna do today, I don't think. Wait, why is this so many places? Oh my goodness. Okay, if you press escape or Q. Oh. Okay, I see. What we're gonna do here is a very sophisticated comment out those 2 lines. Yes. Focus menu. All right. If we're focused on the full screen help viewer, the only possible actions are manipulating or exiting it. Okay. I think we want to go to focus logs here. And then, is that it? I see one more. If you click the left mouse button, it'll take you there. Yeah. Cool. Oh, but that's not everything. We need to... Okay. So where does our... What is focus menu again? It's just a thing. But focus area... Right. So focus area here... Okay, I think if we just fuck this up, when we swap the order, then it'll default to this one. I hate that I'm, doing that, but it really seems like the way to do it here. All right, let's see where that gets us. All right. So it's looking like this, Nice. I can still switch views with 0, 1, 2. This sidebar is still rendering here when I'm in the big view for some reason. And I feel like I don't need it to. So there must be some switch that's like based on the screen width. That we can probably remove. Width. Why does this search all these files that I don't care about? Yeah, it's somewhere in here. It's a whole new world for you. Well, welcome. What brings you here? Somewhere in here we're rendering, I don't know, sidebar or menu perhaps. Render menu. Join horizontal. I mean, I could just take the menu out, I suppose. If I comment that out, does it just fix my life? No, it's gonna complain that. No? Okay, it didn't complain. Hey, nice. It's still it is still drawing the weird box characters there. It is still doing that. All right, fine. I'll figure it out. What is that based on? That would be the I'm not sure. Maybe something to do with border? No. Maybe something to do with box? No. Maybe it's just literally that Unicode thing? This character? Yeah. I see. Funk HR. Yellow and X dark. If emphasize. What if this? You know? Please don't be mad about the unused parameter. That would be so sad. Okay. Good language. Nice. All right. It's a little bit weird that, like, this thing is, like, indented and then this thing is also indented. And then, oop. And then these things are completely outdented. It feels like, it feels a little bit strange. Mm-hmm. But what am I gonna do about it, you know? Probably nothing. One thing I want to find is where does it do wrapping? Toggle or wrap mode. Should hard wrap. Should hard wrap. Right. How do I set this thing to... Do I just do it here in init? I suppose. Should be fine. All right. Say something really long. Like, okay, that is not hard wrapping. So that didn't work. With hard wrap. That's not used. Toggle. Because it's going to default to false, right? So it's really a question of like, where do we make this model? Is it here? What is this? I don't understand that. I thought a init would do it. Unless a init doesn't get called or something. Okay. There's a log view model here within our scroll. t.logview.init. What? What? Why? Oh, wait, this is not even right. This is a separate binary. It's not the right file. Log view? Yeah, that's not a thing. I don't know. I don't know why that would be a thing. Okay, not in scroll. What about in 2e? 2e should have some log view-y things. No. Log view. Is rap mentioned anywhere else? Oh. Wait, what? Is that rap mode true? But it doesn't work? Is this backwards? Yeah, this is like the opposite. Oh, I guess hard rap is. All right, what if we just flip this? You know? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Pretty good. All right. I like that thing. Break it. Uh, uh, yeah. Cool. All right, let me move this back over to my other monitor. All right, now what? What's next? What's next on the to-do list? I feel like there's lots of things we could work on. I feel like this has been in need of some updates for a while. Like, nobody even fishes anymore. It's kind of tragic. What are we going to do about this? What is the next phase of the fishing? What does fishing in 2026 look like? These are the sorts of things we need to figure out. What are you laughing for? This is serious business. I need stakeholder feedback here. You want the battles back? I always thought the battles were kind of goofy. Maybe they could be done better. Like, I do still have the battle stuff, I think. I just have to... how many rounds you stay? What would make more sense than the battling? I just catch the same fish twice in a row? What? Oh my god. What are the odds? Actually crazy. We could. One thing that's been I've been saying I was gonna do is like update this page to be better because this page is kind of insane. Um, yeah, what is this one? I don't know. Potentially the rainbow trout I've never caught. No, I have the rainbow trout. Why can't I recognize what that fish is? Hmm. I'm gonna catch it right here though. No. I'm actually surprised. I don't remember it being at 111. That makes me tied with Phono. Wait, can I spot which one I'm missing from here? Is it? There's no way I'm missing like a catfish or something. It looked just like a normal fish silhouette though. Hold on. Huh. It's just that one. What is that one? Salmon? I'm missing salmon. How am I missing salmon? Is it because my rod is too good to catch it? Like, it's a common. I'm only missing a common. That makes no sense. I don't understand how this could have happened. We could hook up the fishing emote to trigger a catch and just not put it in the chat. That could be done. Although then it bypasses the security measures, you know? I don't know. What happens if I just try to turn on the battling? Ignore that. Please hold. Properties. No, that's not the right one. Properties. something like this. I don't actually know if it's hooked up. Um, um, I need to catch a fish. Wait, did I just catch a salmon? Well, there you have it. I guess I just completed my fish decks without even realizing. Oh, but this gets cached, so this isn't gonna update for a bit. It looks like the arena is broken. All right, fair enough. Um, I don't know what to do with the fish. We could. Hmm. So all of their stats get generated on the back end. Um, we could have a little thing that, like, we could move the battling to the website instead of running inside my OBS. Because that was always the scuffed part of it, is that the simulation ran in a browser source, and yeah. What would it look like to run it on the server? I suppose we'd need some sort of like worker that has a queue of fish that need to battle. And then how would we battles are off, correct, right now. But But I think we could bring them back. I'm trying to think of how to re-architect it in a way that makes sense. Is there like inherently an async thing? The way that they're set up is going to be hard to. Well, okay. We could do it as some sort of little hybrid thing where it runs as SSE. And it's been a while since I've thought about bash stack. Because the renderer for them is written in JavaScript, right? It's a little JavaScript thing in my overlay that simulates the battle. So the server could be sending down events that are like, left fish attacks right fish for 20 damage. And then it could wait half a second or whatever it is, and then send oh, I haven't moved my mouse in a while. And then I could send like okay, left fish died. Oh my god, it's gonna be so stateful and scuffed. I kind of hate it. I'm almost tempted to write a little like node server for specifically that part. Microservice architecture, it solves everything. Yeah. Real. Are you familiar with the Rolly Cubes architecture? Rolly Cubes has some no, you should be sleeping. Uh-oh. Ignore the build failing. Ignore the light mode. Sorry. This is our architecture. It's very good. We got the database and the auth server and then the game server and then random server. Random server is the best one. Are you supposed to sleep now? His random server's job is it's in charge of, you know, ensuring fair dice rolls. So we've written it in the most fair language, which is Fortran. We call random number, which you know, I don't know if that's just like a standard function or where that comes from actually. Yeah, this is a good server. Basically, you open a TCP connection to this server, it'll send you 2 dice rolls, and then it it closes the connection. It says goodbye. Here's your data. Go away now. It does pack them into a single byte. It's very efficient, encoded in base 6. So just know, whoops, every time you roll the dice on rollycubes.com, there's a TCP connection being made to the Fortran random number service to figure out what did you just roll? And somehow it works. Somehow, despite all of this, we have so many 9s. Oh yeah, I'm cheating and using D20s. Ignore that. Ignore that. It's fine. It's fair. I'm not cheating. It's allowed. I made the game, so it's allowed. Base 6 encoded D20s. Yeah, so the fun thing about these D20s is that they're just a skin for the D6. So they're not actually D20s. Apparently modern Fortran is surprisingly modern. You know, it's not bad. Eric, it's your turn. You gotta, there you go. But yeah, you'll notice I've got a 4 and a 1. Like they never land on the anything higher than a 6. Let me get the jumbo dice. There we go. Those are some good dice. Dang, maybe we should work on Rolly Cubes. I haven't touched this in so long. It has been a minute. What else do we got? We got the handy dice. Ah, yes, the golden dice. A little bit of lag when you load in the golden dice. All right, the golden dice have never failed me in this situation. Doubles. All right. That's actually the first time the golden dice have failed me in that situation. But it's okay. We just go for 66 and then we win. Not an issue. Not even a problem. There's no way you're going to roll a 3. It's like mathematically impossible that you roll a 3 here. No shot. No way. What the hell? Cheating? Hacking? What do you mean easy? What do you mean? What is that? First time chat. Easy. Destroys me at my own game. Leaves. Doesn't explain. All right, let's check the stats. This seems suspicious. All right, no doubles ever. Never lost. 100% win rate. Look at this dice distribution. This is not. These are not regulation dice. This is shenanigans. I don't know. Someone definitely needs to look into this. Mods? Check their client. Meanwhile, if you look at my stats, you'll find very non-suspicious distributions, you know? Very, very normal. Very uniform. Okay, maybe I roll 5s a little bit more than the average player, but like, you know, within reason. I don't know. I don't know. Just suspicious. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, we're gonna have to do a thorough. You know what? Yeah, you raise a good point. Are these dice rolls fair? Let's get a third party to check if the dice rolls are fair. Statistically passable for casual use. Not rigorously fair. Not suitable for anything adversarial. Oh no. Oh, this is news to me. Let's what? Shocking news. Rollicube scandal in progress. Produces a discrete uniform distribution in theory. In practice, this introduces modulo bias unless the RNG's resolution divides evenly by the range size. For small ranges like D20, the bias is extremely small but non-zero. Oh no. There's bias. If you want actually unbiased integer rolls, generate integers directly if your compiler provides it. Why does it think it's a D20? Cannot be defended as strictly fair under scrutiny. Damn. This is damning evidence. How did the losing 300 pounds go? Let me tell you, it did not go great. There was a lot of text. A lot of text. Then I said, I only weigh 190 pounds. Will this be a problem for my goals? Yes. Which sucks, because, like, I still want to do it. So, like, that would take me well below the survivable weight, apparently. I want to weigh negative 110 pounds. Yeah, that's not physically possible. The human body can't have negative weight. You should call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. That's what you should do if you want to weigh negative 110 pounds. Apparently. I didn't know. I was not aware of this. I called them, and they said, what are you talking about? And then I panicked and hung up. So, I don't know. Draw your own conclusions. They can help with that? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't read the whole answer, but I'm pretty sure they can help with that. A function of mass and gravity. Interesting. So what you're saying is I just need negative gravity and then I can have positive maths, and the math should mathing. I did look at my year with ChatGPT. This was fun. You want to see my year with ChatGPT? This is gonna dox me. Your year in poetry. You wrestled with D3D's demand, turning chaos to code by your hand. From spout streams to shaders, you outpaced the invaders, building worlds only you could have planned. That sucked. That was miserable. Can I say try again? Where's the try again button? I hated that. 3 big themes. I was building a real-time capture system. Why is it doing this? Why are we doing this? What's the point of this? This seems unnecessary. This makes it hard to select the text that I want to select. I don't think this is what you should do when I move my mouse. Oh, it's only if I'm holding... Oh, good. Only if I'm selecting text. We're going to do the dance. We're going to... It's so annoying. That's so dumb. That's such a bad design decision. Holy shit. Debugging as a craft. To fucking let me select text. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. All right, we're gonna move on because this surprised me actually. Top 15% messages sent. I did not think I was a ChatGPT power user, but apparently I am. Also, don't mean to brag, but I was there when I was at ground zero. Like, I invested at 3 likes. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what this means, but apparently we've been exchanging EM dashes. Your chat style. I did think this one was kind of funny. Advance to the next frame. No explanations, just draw. Can you upgrade the bird to be a more detailed ASCII art bird? Don't hold back. Okay, back to shaping code like a bird thing. Maybe you can't if you're a little bitch. Under 280 or bust. You talk in sharp, playful, and technical way, mixing humor with deep curiosity, code experiments, and quick, confident improvisation. Bleh. Bleh. Is that what I'm like? I'm the most likely to segfault to reality. Did you know? I'm the engineer. 10 million tokens using T3 chat? I have not tried T3 chat. I hate that it generated an image without me asking. I didn't want this. This sucks. I like how it calls this your year painted in pixels, and then it's like the most scuffed AI generated attempt at pixel art you've ever seen in your life. Like, this is not even remotely pixel art. This is disgusting. This is... We've got like sub-pixel dithering going on. We've got so many different pixel sizes. We've got some things that are double, triple outlined. Some things that are single out. Like, it's just... The pixels on the heart like get bigger. Like, what? This is evil. And it's even got like that slight yellow tint. Perfection. And then this one is just super laggy for some reason. This runs like shit. This is so bad. Yeah. Generate a holiday card. They stole my idea. What? That was my idea. For fuck's sake. Never trust AI with anything. They'll just take your ideas. I made that app. Oh, thank you. Just _Jane. Anyways. I feel like they don't title some of these correctly. Like they take like half of these are just me trolling, and they just treat it as normal. Like I can't tell from, it's not immediately obvious from the title which ones are trolling and which ones aren't, which I don't like. I wish it knew. I don't know. I wish it had tags. Can I give them tags? No. Start a group chat. Whoa. I don't know. Nope, flashbang. Okay. What were we thinking about? We were thinking about microservices for fish. But maybe all we need is regular services, you know? Maybe regular services are enough. Hmm. Hmm. I don't even remember how to work on this site. Like, what? How do you do it? Hmm. Say no to microservices? Wait a minute. We just had a whole rant about how microservices were good. Now you're telling me that they're not good? What? That can't be. Well, how else are you going to, you know, write every component of your system in a different language? Like, have you thought about this? It's going to be difficult if it's all in one, you know, one process. What are you going to do? FFI? Like, come on. Don't be ridiculous. Mega services? But what if I really don't want to do the battling in Bash? What if I really feel That will be difficult. It might not be the most difficult thing. Well, how does the HP work? All right, maybe we need to reinvestigate. Yeah. Or, 4 or 5 or 6 or 10, 12. Really just like any number you can think of, I think is fine. Where are we trying to go? Having almost each DB table in its own service. Oh, see, yeah, that's where we differ. Instead of having, multiple tables or multiple databases or whatever, what I subscribe to is the zero database philosophy. If you can have zero databases, like, that's nice. That's a good spot to be in. That's like the perfect amount to have. I find once you get to like one database or more, like that's when your problems really start adding up. 0 is the sweet spot. Let's see. Where exactly does the... What? It's not in the source folder? It's not up to date? Oh, it's in alerts. 0 databases equals 0 problems. Now, some people will claim, they will try to argue with you and say that what I have here is actually a database. And they're right. Like, I mean, this is a database, let's be real. But it's a really good database, so like I don't mind. Cause like, I don't know, let's see, do you happen to have any fish? You don't have any fish. We can look at Rython's fish as an example here. So here's Rython's fish. Leaked. Sometimes not database data storage solutions are worse than just using a made for purpose database. Now, you might be on the side of the fence that a purpose made database would be better than what I have here, but I'm inclined to disagree. Because, like, look at this. This is just good. Try and tell me this is not perfect and all you need. Am I using Git as a database? Maybe. Who's asking? You don't work for GitHub, do you? If you work for GitHub, then no, I'm not. Not using Excel. That's a good point. We could probably migrate this to Excel. I mean, it is already kind of CSV-like, except for the part that's not. Don't look at the part that's not. There are some parts in here that are... I use GitHub as a CDN, so if the GitHub comps come, we're all banned. Very good, very good. I'm glad we each have a little bit of dirt on each other now. So it's like, we can trust each other now. Mutually assured destruction and all that. Let's see, where's the part of the database that is like sus? Okay, this one's not a CSV, it's more of a space SV. But where is the really scuffed file? The Hall of Fame is scuffed because it's just this. Freely giving away my leverage might have been a mistake. We all make mistakes, but this is maybe not my finest database work. This could maybe stand to be improved. Yeah, it's just called JSON. That's that's how you know it's got JSON in there. I meant to change that at some point, but then I didn't. And this is maybe the worst one. Is this one, which is which is just the, we have some HTML in the database, and like, as long as you don't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody either. But we might have some HTML in the database for performance reasons. Who's gonna know? Yeah. Probably fine. Probably fine. Let's see what else is in here. We got the fishing rods, of course. Why is GitHub being so slow right now? What? Nah, file extensions get in the way. Okay, where's Rython's fishing rods? Oh, you haven't redeemed a... Oh. You got 23 super rods left. In my old work, the ancient application had all fields HTML escaped in the database. So to use them in any modern template engine, you had to unescape them since it would re-escape them. Very good. Yeah, you love when you go to an old website and it's like they've got the double escaped everything. It's just like a simpler time. This commit when I did nice. Nice. Oh boy. We've done some, let's see if we can find any. We have done some big database migrations in here. They were kind of fun. So mostly these commits get generated on a cron. That's why they just have a like time. It's just a cron job that commits all the latest fish and then ships them off to GitHub. Which conveniently kind of is a log of when I've streamed, which is kind of neat. Correct my mistakes. So what did this commit do? Oh boy. Yeah, so we've had some migrations where like I changed the ID of a particular fish. We did this thing, the modernization. Yeah, this just swaps out a bunch of IDs for newer ones. It is nice to be able to like look, I did a revert commit when I screwed up. It is nice to be able to revert your database. It's like transactions, you know? You just do a commit if you want to start a transaction. What other big migrations do we have in here? What's Oh, that looks like a potential bad time. I screwed up. Good. What happened here? Mm-hmm. It's a good commit. Migration success. Ah, yes, this was a big migration. This was when we added, like a. Oh, this is the timestamp actually. Yeah, we have we backfilled all the fish that were older to have just the current time, I think. But now every fish, it doesn't actually get rendered anywhere. But every fish has a timestamp. So I look at this. Huh. Yeah, we don't use it for anything. We should use it for stuff. Hello, welcome in, Cobalt Ethan. Ethon? Ethon. Alright, what the heck was going on in the fighting thing? Can we figure this out? Oh boy. Oh, you ever read your own code and you're like, this sure is my old code. I sure did write that. Is all the fish stuff running locally on your PC or is it hosted somewhere? It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like the website runs on a server, but like when the fish pop up on the screen, that is a browser source in my OBS. And the battles used to happen locally on my computer in a browser source, but I would like to move them to the server. Am I code reviewing? No, I'm looking at my old code trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Oh, who just got a nullfish? What the heck? Also, why didn't it show up in the feed? What? It was you, Mouse, right? Yeah. What? Why is it not in recent catches? Oh my god, nullfish breaking things again. Classic nullfish. So the lore on the nullfish is that once upon a time, there, if we go back to the very beginning of the fishing data, right? Is it this? Fish? Originally, all the fishing thing would do, it was a command in the chat. You would type !fish, and it would say, oh, you caught a random fish, by calling chef on a list of fish that we found somewhere. And that was the whole thing. And then we built more and more on top of this. But there was a bug at some point where, like, you can see right here, Buddy's Pizza has a blank line in this file. And for whatever reason, this would just happen sometimes. You would get a blank line instead of a fish. And so at one point we decided that these were canonically nullfish, and that they were only obtainable if you had done the bug. But then later, when we had the fish decks, some people couldn't complete the fish decks, so we added the null rod so you can catch the null fish. There's some deep lore in the fishing. But then there's also the 404 fish, which is its own separate thing. 404 fish, famously, we just haven't got around to drawing the picture for it. So maybe maybe one day. Oh, that just loads a blank white page. Cool. That's neat. But yeah. So the way this battling thing used to work, it would start combat. Set timeout 2000. You got the champion and the challenger. Champion's always in slot 0. And, oh, yeah, okay, so based on their speed, determines who attacks first, of course. Right, so this is how we would determine how much damage you do. What the fuck is even that? What the fuck? D. Am I seeing that correctly? That's Okay. I get what this is doing. This is so like here. This says like roll a d100. And this is just a really cursed way to write that. And it is recursive if you specify a count. Wow. Since when am I a functional programmer? Jesus. So like submarines in World War II were named after fishes, but at some point they ran out of fishes with cool names. So they made up a few fishes. And then submarine commanders wanted to know their fish of their subs, and suddenly no one could produce images of these fishes. That is pretty exciting. Looks like Haskell. Feels like Haskell right now. All right, we gotta send fish to arena. Send fighter to arena. Okay, and then we got the fighter. Has a fishbowl. Is any of this code remotely usable? That's the thing. I don't think so. I think it's so crazy the way I've written it. Infinite Coder, thank you for the raid. Do you have to go, or can we do a quick rematch? Because I feel like I'm a little more warmed up now. I just, I don't know if we got a fair fight. I'm down for a rematch. But if you have to go, you have to go. That is understandable. We can, I guess. All right. It's on. How do you do this? Clash of Code? All right, I'll keep reverse in. All right, whoever wants to join. We did this earlier on Infinite Coder stream and I lost. And I'm salty about it. But all are welcome. Any Bash enjoyers in the chat? You're scared? You're probably gonna beat me again. I'm like bad at these because I'm bad at parsing the problem. I just sit there and stare at it like, you want me to do what? Come on, surely we have at least one other basher in the chat. Rython, you love Bash. Get in here. What is this? This is coding game. Join the thing. Just join and you'll figure out what it is real quick. It's need more room, contact us to organize large-scale events. How do we organize a large-scale event? That sounds fun. You need to solve the captcha to join? Oh, geez. All right, I'm just gonna launch it. Oh God, it's so loud. All right, let's see. Oh, of course it's reverse mode. All right. Wait, what? This is like the hardest one I've ever seen. Oh, wait, no, this is easy. Oh, what the? All right, I'm done. How does it feel? Boom. I'm satisfied with that. You'll get there. I believe in you. It's like, it's S thing place is what you want. The G means it'll do it multiple times per line. Nice. Oh, what the heck? Oh, per line. Yeah, look at mine. This is nice though. I think you'll find mine is a bit more elegant. That was a good one. At first I thought we were gonna have to do some pathfinding or something. What is TR? Good question. It's this one. It's the translator delete characters one. Or squeeze, or some other weird things that you can do with it. But if I have like what 11000 and I go into TR 1 with, let's do 1x, it'll replace the 1 with the x. So like the first arg is the the characters you want to replace, and the second arg is the things you want to replace them with. What's weird is that I think you can have, yeah, if I wanted to replace everything with axes, I could do this. But I could also do that. Remember you used it to sanitize something? Yeah, I mean, it can, like, if you wanna, it can do other stuff. You can do -D, and then it'll, like, delete those characters. I could also say, like, everything but the zeros. And I could also say that in a different way. Oh, wait, no. Wait. For this one, I think you have to do it like this. No? Maybe that doesn't work with D. I don't know. Yeah, it specifically works on character by character, and like you can't do more complicated things. One thing it's nice for is if you do like, let's see. If you do like NL, it'll like, it tries to pretty print this. So there's like a weird amount of spaces depending on how many lines you have. But if you pipe this into TRS space, oh, apparently there's tabs in there. Okay. I think you can do this, yeah. Which is saying, it's saying, okay, squeeze tabs and spaces, and then replace the tabs and spaces with spaces, which is a little bit wacky and wild that you can do multiple things at the same time, but sure, why not? Can you also do like, and then delete 3? No. That's too many things. Squeezes in multiple become 1. Yeah, if you have multiple in a row of a character in the set, it will compress it into 1, which is very useful for like uncolumnifying things. Because then I can take this and do like cut this. I don't know why you would want that, but if I want just the numbers for some reason. Oh, that's curious. Where did that new line come from? You finished your my story time? Nice. We're looking into fish battles again. Trying to think about how these might be able to run on the server. I don't know. This code sucks. Be advised, healing is just negative damage lol. It's good that I've been advised. I do find that useful. We might be able to steal like the CSS from this. Heal lol. Ah, yes, we have to make our death save. Uh-huh. Oh no, this fish has fainted. It's not even that crazy. It's just a matter of like bleh. It's just a matter of bleh. That's really what it is. Oh, and then if you're in a fight here, should it show up? Perhaps. Perhaps when you catch your fish, it should say like, no, because like then you might want to catch another fish in the meantime. It should be separate. But maybe if you're logged in on this page, it could tell you like if it's your fish or not or something. Do the recent catches not persist? Oh, they do. Weird. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they got cleared because it synced or something. It was cron job time. All right. All right. Step 1. You know what step 1 is going to be. Go over here and we need the TCP server thing. Step 1 is going to be wait for the train. That much is obvious. It's always step 1. Step 2 is type in my password. Step 3 is going to be install this thing. Okay. We've got TCP server. Step 4 is all the code falls down. Uh-huh. Yeah, everything's cheap now. Except hot dog. Of course, hot dog has to remain expensive for historical reasons. Fish. Yeah, see what I mean? Do you see why this can't be cheap? Holy. 2K is not that much. More than I have. Let's clone this. All right, how do we run this thing? Start? No such secrets. Oh, it's broken. It's broken. We gotta install that thing. We don't have a captcha now thing. What is now supposed to be? What is secrets supposed to be? All right. Hold on. Let me investigate my other computer. Where do we keep the code on this other computer? Web? Cop.fish. What is in the secrets? Oh. Oh, it needs the tau token. It doesn't actually, does it? No, it shouldn't need anymore. It does need the Twitch stuff. Okay. So then let me go ahead and SCP that over. Web cop.fish secrets.sh to code copfish dot. What? 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 No such file or directory. Why is this not working? Do I not know how to use SCP anymore? Also, hi, Stony. It's going well, I think. What the heck? No such file. What? What? Oh. Wait, I know why. I'm secretly still on the the server. Okay. Makes a lot more sense. Alright, I got the stupid file. Is it running? I think it's running. Localhost 5125. Oh. Oh. It does not have any data. The website looks kind of weird when you don't have any data. Yes. Wow. All right, where? Okay, it's looking in the data, the phishing. Yeah, we don't have that. Data. Phishing. Wait, there's stuff here. Let's get rid of it and then let's clone the phishing data. And then move the phishing data to the phishing. And then pop D. And then start. Perhaps. Hey, there we go. Look at that. That looks right. Wow, that generates slow. What are we gonna do? I feel like we need to build indexes for this thing. This most complete fish dexes thing. Hey, but you are it's like the but you have heard of me meme, you know? Cuz like there's people way below you, obviously. This is just the top 10 or whatever. You made the list. I know. I feel look at where I am. I'm like barely on here. Crazy. So how it wrapped around? I don't think that's how it works. I'm not sure about that one. All right, all right, all right. So if we want to battle, let a man dream. No, there will be no dreaming for you. So, all right, this guy, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Fucking see ya. So did that fish show up on the local host? No. No, it did not. And why not? And why not? Could it be that whatever's doing this isn't working? Message broker. What the heck? Why is all this stuff in here? Oh, I see. Twitch events. Idea. Right, authenticate. No, we don't do that here. Well, wait, do we? Do we authenticate here? I don't think we have to. I think it's fair if we don't. Wait, no, it definitely has to. It's sending. Okay. No, we have to do that. Sure, sure, sure. Let me just check something real quick over here. Yeah, that's definitely a different token than the one I have in my secrets. Secrets. Put the new one in. Perfect. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Sure, okay, sure. All right, this is some dead code. This is where God, look at that side. This is where the browser source would communicate with the backend and say like a fish has reached the Hall of Fame. But then also it's funny that it's called Fish Champion. Cause isn't it not even that? Isn't it when a fish dies? Isn't it literally when a fish loses? Hello. Strop say 2025. Event. Stats caught by. Where are all these coming from? Fish type. What? Oh. Oh, from Ascend Fighter to Arena. Oh, geez, yeah. Okay. Huh. So how are we gonna make a queue? Well, there's a few ways. I have to think about this. So how does this work in, let's say, Connect 4? Because Connect 4 famously has the evaluation bar. Famously. When you drop, we do evaluate into publish all. Right, and this just kind of runs in its own little background thing. Interesting. Yeah, it is a little bit of a CAPTCHA. But it's an immersive CAPTCHA, you know? It's dare I say gameplay? Many people calling this gameplay. How am I supposed to automate this now? Good luck. Hope you like parsing GIFs. All part of my evil plan. You could probably do it with some sort of like I don't know, one of those testing things, Selenium or something. Could probably do it easily. You just like click on the darker pixels somehow. I don't know. Is that a feature that they have? Click on the fish. What is publish all? Do we know what publish all is? Publish all. Config T publish red, publish yellow. Oh. Oh, that's neat. Wait, that works? Wait, how does publish work again? Publish is in core, right? Oh my god, wait, what? What? We're teeing the teas? There's a tree of teas happening here. Wow. Right. I remember how this thing works. Okay. Sure. That still doesn't explain how we're gonna get it into its queue. Okay, well, reading from a pipe is blocking, right? So we could just block on reading from a pipe. When we're waiting for a fish. But we need 2 fish, right? I'm getting tired rapidly. This was a bad project to start this late at night. But I think I have a vague idea. I've been thinking about some things you've said lately and I can't remember what. But the tone seems like a two-way channel, but insecure? What? Too easy. It's H2Max, not rocket science. Okay. But Stony, you remember the fish battling thing, right? It is kind of hard to do something like that with H2Max. Because it's like... I don't know. It's very much like... I almost think we have to just eject from H2Max in this case and like do a little JavaScript thing. Because oh, you're talking about for cheating? Did you get the automation working? Yeah, let's see. Are you sure it works? Have you tested it? Let's see. I'm not seeing your fishes. I mean, this is certainly a solution. Yeah. Wait, wait, what? This is Stoney's idea. So we search for the fish button, we click on it, and then we randomly select one of the 9 cells, and then we click on one of the 9 random cells every 2 minutes. That will work. Honestly, you would be better off, I think. Well, I guess statistically it doesn't matter. But like it would feel I would be more compelled to just like hard code it to one of them. So that anytime it's that one, you win, and anytime it's any other one, you lose. But yeah. This is the purpose of the CAPTCHA, to make it hard. Because when you first see it, you're like, oh, I mean I probably can just tell, but it's like which, obviously it's the one with the image, but if you look, oh, I can't actually see the image. Interesting. Anyways, this is all one image here. With just like a grid of buttons overlaid on top. So the client actually has no idea which one is the right answer, other than it's encoded in this GIF. It's still not like that hard, I think, to like, I don't know, get the screen color or something and figure it out. But oh, there's definitely a way. Because weren't you reading the licenses off the stream with like OCR or something? I think that's harder than this thing of like reading the. You could probably do it from JavaScript. You can probably like read the colors on the screen or something. I don't know. I think JavaScript's capable of taking a screenshot. Question mark. It's definitely defeatable. You can do it with your own FFmpeg binary now. Where are you expecting input from? On this? You'd be able to take better advantage of CDN caching if you had 18 images named like that. Yeah, but then then it's kind of a little more obvious to the client, right? These actually get generated. Where is CAPTCHA? What is it called? Session CAPTCHA base64 capture.gif. Yeah, right here. Right here is where we regenerate the CAPTCHA. Seen scraper code for websites which literally had names like 3.jpg. Yeah, it is slow. It is slow, but the way the capture works is it's actually it has its own cooldown of 2 minutes. So if there's a captcha that's been generated within the last 2 minutes, you'll get served that one. So everyone who's fishing at the same time gets the same captcha. And then once it hits its expiration, the next person who requests it like generates a new one. Because generating it is very slow. I tried generating it every time. This is not a quick procedure to do for whatever reason. Image Magic does not like drawing the circle onto this GIF. But it's a goofy. And we can draw the circle with said. Oh god. Ooh. I got the this thing. I didn't realize this was intended to be a captcha. I just thought it was an exceptionally easy game. See? That's the best kind of captcha. You don't even know you're solving a captcha. Did I draw all the fish? I drew some of the fish. But then I got a bunch from some A-spray, or not A-spray, some itch fish sprites. How do you go to the assets? Fish sprites. Why do these not look like my fish? Where are the fish? Are they gone? Fish. What the heck? There used to be fish. Oh wait, it was on assets. Is it in like my library? Yeah. Okay. Here you go. These fish. Beowulf's fish asset pack. Does Twitch show the latency of each client? It does. Yeah, if you go to like the video stats thing. Yeah, we used to be using Animal Crossing images, but then we switched to this. Most of them are this, and then some of them I drew because we didn't have, like, I drew the boot. I drew, let's see if I can find my own fish in this mess. I drew the nullfish. I drew arm. This shark. Can I see your stats? No, there's no way for me to see like your latency, I don't think. I drew the, oh no, I stole this one from the internet. I found this one. Or I may have recolored it. Can I get an eagle fish? The rule is if you complete the fish decks, you get to add a fish. That is how it works currently. I drew this one. So Jess completed the fish decks first. Phonoflops added this one. Oh, I sprited over this one from Toontown. Did I draw any other ones? Oh yeah, I drew this one. I drew this one. Would be cool to show the latency of each client watching your stream. Yeah, I don't know how they would do that though. I guess you would have to report that back to them probably. Can they know your latency? I guess they can guess your latency. I mean, I guess you're guessing your latency too. I don't know. Let's see. Who's next closest? Oh, Mathroom. Mathroom's missing too. This thing still hasn't updated over here? What is the cache time on this? I guess I get to add a fish now that I completed it. Alright. So if we wanted to spin up a worker, it should probably happen in start. That's where we do like start Tau WebSocket. Why does it say move me back? Why does it say this? What did they mean by this? What the heck is this doing? I vaguely remember this. This is something to do with making sure it shuts down cleanly. When it's got like these background things. Where to start? Okay, start Tau WebSockets in here. This has publish as well. Maybe it should just be in config. No, there's too much crap in config. Yar. I don't like how long this thing takes to start up. It's probably because of fucking Tailwind. Gross. Thanks, Tailwind. So what should it be on? Catch? Catch fish. Wait, where does that even get defined? In the fish utils, of course. Oh my goodness. All right. So we got fish JSON. We probably just want to send that over to the arena. Let's make a new file somewhere called arena. Sure, why not? All right. This is where all the battling will happen, is in the arena. Of course. Start arena. Do we have to export this? Apparently not. Okay. Arena started. Start. Still don't know why that says move me back. Moving back to where? Startup time is crazy. Arena started. Nice. Right, so somewhere in here we're doing make FIFO. Weird that we're using temp, but let's call this the fighter queue. So when we first boot up, right, we need to read. Wait, hold on. Ah, this model doesn't work, does it? The problem with using a FIFO is that at some point it's going to block on writes. It's you can't just write to it as much as you want. That's annoying. We could use a file instead, but it's just ugly. Dang. It's almost like they didn't like design Bash for this use case, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would do that to me. Like, why do they hate me in particular? Oh yeah, this is a tricky one. Because if we use a file, then we gotta be careful that we don't lose data when we're like popping off of the queue. How does Tiba send work these days? Whoa. Tiba send is crazy. What? It does all this? It's doing all that? That's nuts. Uh that is excessive. What if we did coroutines? Do coroutines help? I don't know anything about coroutines, but I'm willing to learn. Come on, GNU.org. Let me in. Let me in. I would like to reference the manual. Please? Please? Thank you. Go Brock. All right. How does this shit work? Coprocess is executed asynchronously in a subshell. Oh. With a two-way pipe established between the executing shell and the coprocess. Okay. That two-way pipe is interesting. This creates a coprocess named name. Command may either be a simple command or a compound command. Name is a shell variable name. If name is not supplied, the default name is coproc. Okay. An array variable named name in the context of the executing shell. The standard output of command is connected via pipe to a file descriptor in the executing shell. That file descriptor is assigned to name 0. Okay. How does this help me? That's kind of cool. It almost makes me want to refactor everything. Don't let me do it. Right. So it gives me a way to talk to the process, but the read and write will still be blocked. Unless I do some insane things. Unless I do some insane things. Well, no, because, Yeah, that just doesn't work. How are you meant to do this sort of thing? It might just have to be a file. It is possible. The files are so messy. Hmm. All right. I might need to go to sleep and think about this with a less tired brain. Because it's not making sense. Because we need a thing that's inevitably going to block. We're building a queue around that. Without a file, there's got to be a way. There must be. Ooh. Is there a way? That would be like a busy loop. I'm just like thinking, I'm like trying all the possible tricks I know in my head. None of them work. Very exciting stream, I know. Not writing them down or anything. I think I'm cooked. I think I should go to bed. Don't be cooked? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me just not be cooked. Yeah, let me think about that for a second. Don't be cooked. Interesting. So the way that could work is if we fork bash and add a feature where I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to explain what exactly I want to happen here. Bash is not the best, like, asynchronous programming experience, you know? Oh, it wouldn't be a busy loop. Wait a minute. I think I understand how to do it. I think the way I'll just write it down for now. Rough sketch, right? We read fish. We read a fish from standard in. Then we check if we have 2 or more fish. We push it to a queue. Check if we have 2 or more fish. And it should be like this. Uh, if yes, send them into a battle. Oh, this is gonna be weird though. Kroprock. This is gonna get very messy. Unless we have Kroprock already running. But then how does it trigger? Oh, geez. Oh, what if? When the Coproc is done, write the winner to our standard in. What? Would that even remotely work? The problem is the ordering will be all screwed up if it's a queue. As we put some funny business into the JSON. I don't even know if we can do this. Can we get our own? I mean, yeah, we can get our own standard in. Can we just write to that? Is that legal? I don't see why not. That's an insane architecture. That is unhealthy. Check for champion flag. If true, push to front. Push to back of the queue. I don't know about all this. I have no idea about any of this. But in theory, this won't busy loop. It'll block here. And when we get a new fish, we check, okay, do we need to kick off a new process or not? And so each time a battle starts, it's going to run in a subshell. And this loop will be maintained. I don't even know if this needs to be a coproc or just like a background task. I don't know. The one thing that's going to be tricky is checking do we have a way? I'm not sure how we can check if our thing is still running or not. That's the main thing. I guess uh set running equals true or something. Set running equals false. I don't know. This seems excessively silly. And when we could just use a file. But who knows? Maybe it's good actually. Hmm. Is there an easy way to tell? I think you can do it with weight, right? Let's see. Help wait. Wait for job completion. Which may be a process ID or job specification. It reports its termination status. Hmm. Is there a way to check if it's running without waiting? Bash check if coproc is running using PS. No. Wait coproc PID doesn't wait. Hmm. All right. I might have to learn more about these coprocs before we can get this to work, but interesting stuff. Kind of surprised there's not a way to test if it's still running. There might be something you can do with checking if the pipe is still open. But I'll have to do some testing on that, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So I'm gonna raid Kuvi Man. Is that the plan? Feels like the plan.
What is 2.1? Is that the radius?
Yeah, see you again
Origin.
soon.
Mark class 1. Yeah.
Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. That's coming up. Very exciting.
And so this is 8 bytes because this is a pointer to this structure, right? Makes sense.
Alrighty. Good night, everybody. Wait, one more fish. Last fish.
In Scala, for example, is
nice.
stored in the class metadata referred
Sardine.
to by header. Figure 1 illustrates showing the in-memory representation of a simple object graph.